Same method of teaching. Good. Only thing you have to participate. Okay. So now we are moving towards the MVP, minimum viable product. So in the test marketing, everything is success. You know, Kia Sonata has been introduced. We have discussed it is a successful one. And by seeing the ad, everybody accepted. Then they entered into the showroom Auto Expo in Mumbai in Nehru Center. Oh, everybody seen, oh, nice, nice, nice. We can go. Now it comes to the market. So by the time, based upon the review, they are saying it is very costly. We have seen the product in the review. Is it possible to reduce the cost of the product? That is the question mark. Whether Kia Sonata will reduce the price? Anybody from your side? Because
No, sir, it won't be.
why? Come on. Why you are telling
So
like that?
because it is different, no, sir. Like everyone is now changing towards electrical cars and all battery.
Yes.
So it will be the starting.
Mm,
Because of this thing, they won't be changing that prices now. I think.
yes. Good. But they used to thought because customers are saying the price is high, high, high. But you know, they clearly mentioned that we should not reduce the price. They make that one as the minimum viable product. That product they do not wish to increase or decrease, even though the price is costly. That is what we call it as minimum viable product. Based upon the customer views, only few customers mentioned. They may, if they reduce the cost, it will be a loss. Not only loss, the premium effect, what he mentioned, will not be there. If you want to buy Kia Sonata, you have to mention you are having some prestige value. I think some psychology students are here, whether they are accepting or not. When you are riding in the new car, we have to show our prestige value, ego state, because we are in a country like India. We need ego to certain level. Of course, some of you may not agree, but in case of customers who are driving the car, ego is essential. They are targeting that person, making us a premium product. That is why K. Sonata mentioned that even though there are some of the oppositions within the Kia Sonata marketing side says that we can reduce the price and make it as minimum viable product. Then the Kia company clearly mentioned this marketing department no. Minimum viable product not means reducing the price. It is not like that. Be clear. That's why I told this example. Most of them think that minimum viable product means the cost should be less. It is not like that. It should have minimum qualities to have the acceptance. That is the minimum viable product. Be clear before going to the meaning itself. You must understand that one. Why you are studying? Because this product, once you dream, it should go according to the customer needs and it should satisfy the profitability of the organization. If it is not profitable, we can't go. On the other hand, in case of microbiology life, if they are charging huge amount, whether it is a minimum viable product, it may not be. They have to decrease as much as possible without any loss. Because for microbiology lab, only customers are coming. You must know the patients are coming. They are affected by some disease. They are not having sufficient money to go through all these tests. So for them, minimum viable product may be the less product. But in case of Kia Sonata, it is not like that. It should be a premium product. Only then, if I am driving the Kia, Oh, I will see whether everybody is seeing when I drive my Kia Sonata. Let us assume I am not having that car. I will enter into my KJC parking and see whether anybody is seeing. Only if any somebody is seeing, I am satisfied person. That is Indian culture. You must agree or disagree. But the Indian psychology is saying like that about the car drivers. It is quite natural. Even when you buy a new bike, what you will see when you come to the parking, you will slow first. You will see how many bikes are coming. If more students are coming in bike by that time, then you will pick up with the speed. And suddenly you will enter into the parking lot and everybody should see you. That is the quite important thing nowadays. What marketers will say, we never worry about it is good or bad. But what the customers is thinking, that's what the customer is thinking. In those days, we used to have, we remove the silencer, but in case of KJC, we can't do like this. When I was studying, even we used to remove the silencer from the bikes and we used to go because in those days it was something different. Everybody will say, why somebody is going, you can see with a big sound. That is the real thing of this thing. You must understand that one. The two-wheeler, four-wheeler, the purpose is like that. But in case of microbiology lab, as well as in case of software, it won't work. There, it should be minimum product. That is why you have to balance whether our product is minimum viable to everybody, whether it will fetch income to the producers, satisfaction to the customers. That is important. In Kia Sonata, we have to satisfy the customer and we need income. If we are the marketers of Kia Sonata, see that one. That is the minimum viable product. So, basic idea you should be very, very clear, dear students. Why I have shown this thing? You can see the two coffee mugs are there. I think now only you had a coffee. Whether your mom has given. If you are in grandparents' house, definitely your grandma will give like this. Which mug, coffee mug you will use? Huh? Whether it is in right hand side or in left hand side. By seeing the right hand side, it looks nice. It is having a nice candle. But in left hand side, you can see that mug is not having any handle. Which product you will prefer? Come on. Anybody?
With handles.
With handle, good. Any any other opposition from him? He's saying with handle. Hmm?
So
Without
for
handle, sir.
first one,
Why? Without
Sir,
handle.
that entire feel of you drinking something hot, sir, is
Ah,
without handle only, sir.
good. You are a 72% correct according to the marketers. But first answer is correct based upon the consumption. Yes. Any other answer? Come on. Why?
so in cold area, the first product is more, I mean, there in the market, sir,
Hmm.
without the handle, sir.
Without handle. Oh, nice. So you are according to the psychologist, of course. So I am not telling the truth. I think the very old CCD, I think in Bangalore, everywhere it was there. After the suicide attempt by that CEO, even then it is surveying. They conducted one test. Now even the Starbucks, famous Starbucks, owned by Tata Groups, they conducted coffee mugs are very costly. Hmm? We have to give coffee in a different type of mug. So they conducted the test and they run a test marketing in Bangalore only. In three different malls they run. And they created different mugs and they tested. Finally, the result says that the mug without handle is accepted from both sides. Why? They asked. Feedback they asked. First thing, when they use these non-handle mugs and everybody is rotating this, where is the handle? They used to see through that one. Then they are feeling the whether it is heat or cool. See that one. Coffee mug handle means, yeah, another group of persons are preferring because they used to put as the chairs. See that one. The Tata group measured that one because they are going to introduce that one. So they conducted the test and finally, why can't we can introduce a non-handle mug? And they mentioned that it is a minimum viable product. There's an satisfaction from the customer side as well as from the manufacturer side. The result was worrying. Even I thought, why these people mention like that in the marketing research department? Hmm? Handle means it is easy to use and we can drink. But you have to measure the psychology level of the customers. Those who are coming to the Starbucks, the straw is important plus the mug. And if there is a handle, of course, few of them are preferring because they are going for chairs. But majority of them preferred, they are seeing the mugs and you can see the Starbucks symbol was entirely around that one and they are seeing rotating once again and they are feeling whether it is hot, cold and how you can put the coffee there. That is how an experiment has been done. This is called the minimum viable product experiments. How you can identify. In case of coffee mugs of Starbucks example, you have to go and find out. But now some of the products we can't find out what will be the minimum viable product, especially in case of softwares. What will be the price? That is why we discussed on the other day. We are going for auction sale since the price we can't decide. So what we can do? Here you can see the meaning of minimum viable product. It says that most rudimentary form factor because we can't say in case of coffee mug it is like that. In case sonata it is different. In microbiology lab the product will be different. That is why it is called as most rudimentary form. See that one. There's another very nice example from the Bata India Limited. I think you know the Bata India. Do you know the Bata India? That is one chappal company.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Well, whether they are manufacturing originally the products, anybody? Shoe, chappals, anybody seen that manufacturing unit? I think no response. So assume that you have not seen. But Bata is not having any manufacturing unit, especially those who are from Agra might have known. It is a cooperative product from household units that are small manufacturing unit. They used to manufacture and bring to the centralized place. They will measure the quality of the bata and they will market. And they will tell the design. See that one. That is the concept of bata. They will tell standards. We have discussed in gamma testing. Based upon the gamma testing, in case of shoe, what are the essential things, essential qualities they used to give to the manufacturers. They will produce and sell and bring it to the bata. Then they will affix the seal of bata they used to sell. The bata company decided to enter. Okay, in case of South Africa, after the Nelson Mandela became the president, after the big issue, I think some of apartheid problem in South Africa, Nelson Mandela, the then president, was released after 27 years from the jail. So Bata India assumes that why can't we can market Bata in South Africa? So Bata decided, okay, South Africa, there are more Indians are there, of course, more people from world are there, especially in Johannesburg area and interior South Africa. They send one team to conduct the market test. And they clearly mentioned that you have to come with an idea of what will be the minimum viable product we can sell to the South Africans. The first team of the marketing with very good experts from very big organization. I need not wish to disclose. You can read the case study since this is an open forum. And they are very good marketing experts. They and even three psychologists to study the behavioral pattern of the South Africans. They landed in Johannesburg and they visited some of the places. And everywhere they seen the South Africans are not using chappals and shoes mostly. They are going with the bird legs. Why? Whether is it possible to market? If you want to sell a better products to these people, it is very tough. They won't accept. They they returned back to India and they submitted the report that South Africa, we had done a test marketing. The product is not viable. And they concluded that one and give a report that test marketing is a failure one in South Africa because nobody is wearing shoes and chappals. And they reported that in South Africa, we can't conclude any minimum viable product. If you want to conclude a minimum viable product for South Africans, it may be a rubber chappals. In those days, the rubber chappals are very famous. They may use that one. That was the suggestion. Then once again, there's severe pressure from Bata India Limited because after the independence of South Africa and the South African cricket team, in those days it was famous. Hmm? They once again approached the Bata India Limited. Why you are not coming to South Africa? Why you are not? They mentioned we have not identified any MVP, that is minimum viable product in South Africa. Why you are telling visit South Africa? Now we are independent country. You can visit all the places. Definitely you are able to market. So they send a different team second time. A new different team entered into South Africa. Same places, same arrangements done. They gone and see what these people are doing. Nobody is wearing chappals and they are moving about like without wearing anything. Why these people are like this? And they mentioned they remove their shoes and give to some of the South Africans. Okay, how you know how to put the shoes? And South Africans, oh, they are seeing this shoe. Oh, what is this? This is called a shoe. Oh, nice, nice, nice. How to use that one? And they made a demo. And that South African, what he did after wearing that one, he ran inside the jungle. And these fellows are worrying, what happening? And he bring around number of people and he used to show the shoe. Oh, I am wearing this one, I am able to run. And these people, they are asking, for us, give me some shoes. We are also wearing. You know how one single person showcased everything. And this team came back. Immediately they told Bata should come in. Tomorrow onwards, you have to export Bata shoes to South Africa. Then they asked, why? We are not planned. No, only no. Minimum viable product we have identified. You can go for even normal shoes in South Africa. It is a viable product. See the controversial result. And based upon the second team, they opened one showroom there, and you during one of the cricket match, they showcase the Bata product there. successful one there. See that one. Based upon that, what you must understand, it is based upon how the customer psychology is working. That is why it is called a rudimentary form. Nobody knows. A person is going to wear a shoe and run. They introduced the sport shoe first there in South Africa. That is, the sport shoe is considered as the minimum viable product in South Africa, not our regular formal shoes. See that one. But in case of India, it is not like that. For Indian customer, minimum viable product from Bata is the formal shoes. That is the, we used to call it as leather shoes, but none of them are leather products. See that one, the minimum viable product. That is why it is called as the rudimentary form. One country it will acceptable, another country it is not acceptable. But this minimum viable product should be made in such a manner that it is acceptable. In case of India, also they are having the sports shoe, but they mention as the premium category. Whereas in South Africa, sports shoes are considered as the formal shoes. When the Bata introduced that one, how a Bata company identify the rudimentary form. Another very interesting case is about the Horlicks. I think some of you had Horlicks. Whether you are drinking Horlicks now,
Sometimes, sir.
sometimes. Very good. I think good answer from Ruby. Now you are drinking sometimes. This minimum viable product will change according to time. When I was a kid, my grandma used to give Horlicks weekly once because it was very costly in those days buying that one. When I grown up, my son used to have the Horlicks biscuits. Now the product has changed. See that one. The Actually the Horlicks history you might have seen. It was introduced by the James Horlick. Nobody knows that one. It was a very old product from US, patent, but born and bought up from mm, UK. It entered into South India first. In those days, they used to pack the Horlicks in small packets. That is in 1972. After that, 1975 onwards, Horlicks is considered as the minimum viable product in a bottle. Whether the taste of the Horlicks is good or bad, most of them used to have that Horlicks bottle. Whether you are having Horlicks bottle in your home, that was once upon a time. Even I remember my kid days when my grandma used to buy the Horlicks. We used to have the Horlicks. After that, the bottle is very important. We won't throw the Horlicks bottle out. This Horlicks bottle is used for multiple purpose, especially pickles, all those things. So the Horlicks company identified a minimum viable product in 1970s to even 1990s. For 20 years. The minimum viable product of the Horlicks is Horlicks bottle. Then in 1990s, the company decided, I think you might know GSK Healthcare, and the Horlicks tends to decide the market. So once again, Horlicks, why there's a sudden decrease in that one? By that time, there were a number of competitors. Bonvinta entered into that one. Very nice Complan, because Complan created a very nice advertisement to the rural people. I think you might have known, I am a Complan boy. Anybody seen the advertisement of Complan? Even now it is coming in YouTube, olden films.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Nitish has seen that.
Yes, sir.
Good, good. Rahul has seen that one. That created a very mass. So what happened? Harley's company profit decreased. What these people? So then they organized what is the minimum viable product. We can't say that Harlick's bottle is the minimum viable, even though it is having the rural acceptance. they decided to change. See that one? Then from the Horlicks bottle, they changed the design. Of course, content is same. You can see from 1994 also the bottle. In 1988, the bottle has been changed with plastic. Then in 2002, they changed fully. They overthrown the bottles and they introduced a different lead. In 2010, you can see the product, how it looks like 2012 and 2014. Now you can see packing changed. For Horlicks, the minimum viable product is like that. Now you can see the Horlicks in this packet. Of course, I have seen recently in Lulu these things, so I have taken a separate pic and included here. See that one, how the minimum viable product is changing. It should have the acceptance. You must know the market trend. In the first example, it is different. In this example, you must know each and every year. It is very important thing. We can't assume that as an entrepreneur, okay, our product is good, it will go successfully. It is not like that. Every year, once you started your business, every year, you have to find out what will be the minimum viable product. The condition is acceptance from the customer, like our test marketing. Then here, very important thing, minimum viable product should have the quality of the customer expectations. What our customer is expected, whether we are able to make our product according to that one by making changes, then it is called a minimum viable product. See that one. This is a very good example of Horlicks, how they changed in years to years. Only 2 or 3 years it is common. Then they changed everything. So when you are entering into the business, you are able to know all those things. Your business idea should come in such a manner. You can't say this is the only one product we can do. Same thing. You can see in case of toothbrush, we have discussed about one of the bamboo toothbrush, but here it is not like that. Once upon a time, we used only the stick. By the time minimum viable product is only stick. Then cattle bone in 18th century. I have not seen. I have seen that one in Egmore Museum. Hmm. Once we went to Chennai, we saw some of the product. It's like toothbrush. We asked, what is that one? It is made up of cattle bone. During the king regime, even during the British regime, some of them use the cattle bone toothbrush. You might have seen in Mysore Palace also. And now it is only plastic. And you can see the designs are changing. The minimum viable product, according to the customer design, it is changing. This is a very interesting thing. So, as an entrepreneur, dear students, you must know what will be the minimum viable product. You can't say only for you it may be good, but what others are feeling, you have to worry about others. That is the professionalism in identifying the minimum viable project. If you are an experienced one, it is very easy. But in beginning stages, how you will identify, that is the problem. So there are some techniques to find out the minimum viable product, how we can create that one. Let us see some of the methods to find out whether it is minimum viable or not. You can see this the meaning we have discussed. Yes, minimum viable product. You can see we are able to find out what is a bad product, what is a good product, what is viable product. In case of Horlicks, it is changing. Once upon a time, it is considered as a bad product. Now it is a good. See the difference. In case of bone, a toothbrush with bone of cattle, how it looks like. Now nobody will use. We will worry about that one. But it was considered as the minimum viable product once upon a time. Maybe in future, based upon the trend, it may come. So here also we used to classify minimum weak product. For us, it may be good. For customers, it is bad, means it is a minimum weak product. Minimum viable product means for us also it is good, customers also good. Dream product means for customer it will be a luxurious one. For Kia Sonata, it is a dream product. But viable product, they consider the tea mugs. That is the minimum viable product. You must know this thing. So based upon that, let us see how the minimum viable product looks like. You can see there are two examples. In case of entrepreneurs, you have to start from the scratch. You can manufacture first small cycles, then two wheelers, then car, means you know each and every stage you are having the acceptance level. So that usually they are recommending that the minimum viable product will be moving in some direction. What Horlicks did. But if you are moving, starting itself, you are having the dream to manufacture car, it is not a bad. But you have to consider it. You need huge investment. You can't say that first we will produce a small car which is not accepted by customer. Then after 5 years we can manufacture a good car, means your business will go drastically down. That you must understand. That is why you are studying what is minimum viable product. Even if you are running a small restaurant, you are having a dream of converting your restaurant into a very big one. It is quite common. But first stage, you are giving, okay, now only we started the business, so we can provide the very good products. But since it is costly, so you may assume, okay, we'll adjust the product with less quality and use to distribute. But the customers dislike. So what will happen? Even though if you are bringing a very good product, customers next time will reject. They may not know. That is why we used to call it as first impression is the best impression. That is the psychology of the Indians. First impression should be very good one. Even though it is a small product. I remember in our K. Narayanapura cross, one person used to sell in one van nice dosas. By 6:30, if you gone to K. Narayanapura cross, you can have a nice dosa. He used to sell with vans. I think some of you, those who have studied UG, you might remember just 3 years back. And I used to go there, I will buy some nice dosas, even barota, everything, it will be nice. But it is considered as a minimum viable product. After that, what happened? He used to buy from others, he used to supply. The quality changed. Nobody is ready to accept. Then once again he adjusted. Okay, no customers are coming. Once again we can go for the original product, making different type of dosas and paratas and used to tell. Once again he bring his vehicle and used to stop in the Narayanapura class and used to sell. But no customers. Customers rejected him. Reason is he used to sell the products which an unwanted product which was not accepted. See that one. He realized his mistake. But what is wrong in that one? Even though he realized the mistake, customer won't accept. And everybody used to say that no, need not buy from this person. He is cheating us. They used to tell like that. So if you are maintaining the quality first, you have to maintain continuously. Now you can't see that person selling in van, a small van in Narayanapura Cross. See that one. All the customers moved out. Even after if you bring some laurels, nice, nobody is ready to accept. First impression is the best. Once your product comes down from the market, it won't move up. So you have to find out how our customers are feeling. In case of your app, that is why the customers recommendation is outsource your first mobile app. Never brand yourself first. That is the suggestion from Craig. We are going to discuss the Craig theory in minimum viable product. Since computer science students are here, outsourcing your first mobile app. The reason is it may have some flaws. Once if you outsource, you will know what are all the problems. So when you start your business, you will realize how first itself you can bring a nice product to the customers. See that one? That is a very good theory proposed by the Craig for the app. If you have developed a very good app, outsource first. Find out what is the things. There's nothing wrong in it. Then when it comes to the market, you will know clearly what is the best product. Then very important thing, to know the satisfaction, you should conduct customer interviews regularly. Whether that is how the Horlicks is able to succeed in each and every year. Now itself also you can see the Horlicks from 1960s till now. Horlicks is going well inside India. How it is possible? Especially in case of South India. In Bangalore, I have seen, Mysore, I have seen, even in case of Tumkur, in other states, in Chennai, I have seen, in Coimbatore, then in Cochin, you can see that one. Entire South India, you are able to see this product because the Horlicks knows about the product based upon the customer interviews. They know how to give respect to the customers. Even in case of Navi Mumbai, in biggest malls, you can see the representatives of the Horlicks moving here and there to find out a sample product. Sir, drink and give your suggestion. Even though it is a good brand, still they used to find out what will be the minimum viable product. Uh, at present, since we are in digital age, we encountered one of the person in digital marketing. He says that now landing pages are very important. Landing page means the first page of your thing. Website, first page is important nowadays because now you are all digital customers. Even our lessons, we are going in a digital mode. So you are all digital customers. So what they are telling, now these landing pages are considered very important thing to decide about the minimum viable product. You can see the recent example of Amazon. The first page. Now if you click that one, the Amazon ad, anywhere in Google, usually in right hand side, even it is coming pop up in different area. Once if you click that one, you will know about how customers are thinking. The great Indian festival shop now. This is the landing page. How many persons are clicking that one and seeing that one, even though they are not having Amazon ID or anything. This is a very interesting thing. Recently, I heard from one of the digital marketing person. He clearly says, "Sir, now we are easily to identify pay per click." I think some of the computer science students are there. Pay per click. How many persons are clicking that ad and seeing all those things? That is called pay per click, PPC model. This is a very interesting thing to know that recently, if you want to know about minimum viable product, use PPC model, pay per click model. Here, how many persons are seeing the Great Indian Festival ad? Most of you will see how many persons are clicking. Here, if you click the landing slide, how it comes, Great Indian Festival, how many persons are seeing? At least they may not know, but they used to move here and there. What are all the discounts they are giving? So if more clicks are there, it means that they used to compare with the previous clicks. Last time for the Great Indian Festival, how many clicks are coming? This time, how many clicks are coming? If it is an increasing trend, it means that Great Indian Festival has been accepted by the Indian customers. If it is decreasing, immediately Amazon will change. You know, this is the design which comes in television, which comes in all the internet. Even in case of YouTube, everywhere same design is coming with the help of two elephants. And I asked that Amazon person, he's in Bangalore only. The person who designed that one, he created, you may not believe, 250 images equivalent to that one. Even they created a peacock symbol, right and left, and lion symbol. Then even they created tiger symbol, everything. And they tested. We are going to see A/B testing. And they found that for this event is a product. For Amazon, Great Indian Festival is the product because they are not having one product. They are buying and selling from different persons. For Amazon, Great Indian Festival, they designed 250 images like this. Finally, they approved this one. Not approval. It is based upon the artificial intelligence, what pay per click is saying. They tested simply which image will go like. Then they mentioned, him informed, it takes 2 weeks time to design this image. How Indians are going to accept this thing? He finally concluded, maybe due to that Vinayagar Sadurthi, in case of India, the Indians are accustomed with this elephant image. Only if this image is coming first, they tested in Kerala. Because Kerala, they are very much fond of elephant. Whether they are ready, then they tested. In case of Mysore, now this is Dasara time. He mentioned he studied the psychology of that one. In Dasara, in those days, you might have seen in Mysore how big procession was with the help of these elephants. Since they are introducing during this Dasara time, he created that one. That is why finally they rejected the peacock, they rejected tiger, they rejected even lion. They create with number of things. The second point goes to lion, of course, he mentioned. This image designing is very important thing. Even in case of microbiology lab, you must know, based upon the customer psychology, you have to define the viable product. In journalism, it is very important thing. You can't go against the ruling party in most of the cases. I think you might have studied what is happening in some of the places in UP. You can't go. You must be in a very clear position how to do. That is the thing. It depends upon you, not depends upon anything. Of course, Amazon is telling the example, what are the technology we can use. According to Amazon, they mentioned that A/B test. A/B means it is not having any expansion. Somebody mentioned absolutely belongs nothing. A is one advertisement, B is another advertisement. They will now sending to different media, including YouTube, including some of the social websites. Which one is having more likings, and it will be considered as the simple thing, minimum viable product. Because that is why the failure of the toothbrush, which was made by bamboo, it looks nice. Everybody seen it looks nice, but nobody has given like, nobody is ready to buy. It succeed in some of the things, but it is a failure one. Reason the A/B test. Remember that one. This A/B test means A is one identity, B is another identity. We will create two things to test. In case of Amazon, he told 250 event image they tested. Finally, they selected that image. See that one. That is the A/B test. It never means that only two items. It may be any multiples. Amazon is a big organization, so they tested with different type of advertisement, which will customers will identify as a minimum viable product. Finally, they identified this image. Then they conducted research. Why it is possible? Because we are going to introduce during the Dasara time, especially in case of Karnataka, it will be acceptable. In Kerala also it is acceptable, and in southern parts it will be acceptable. They dropped the lion image, peacock images. That is how A/B test is going on. Usually you can see the banner ad, small banner ad. How many persons are seeing? The first impression is the best one. They used to see what is the variation. Why first banner ad is having 1%, second banner ad is having 2% acceptance. That is the concept. Nowadays, we are having social media. Once upon a time, it is not like that. Even I used to remember when we used to go to Singapore airport, we will see different ads. In Malaysian airports, Kuala Lumpur, different ads. By that time, we never recognized. Then only we used to know. This is all A/B testing. When you landed in India, it will be different. Based upon the country region, it will be like that. See that one. What is the variation? They used to find out. First ad, second ad. Based upon that, they used to conduct the A/B test. You can see the example of Netflix, how they conducted the A/B testing. Very nice example of that one. A/B testing conducted by the Netflix, because they used to concentrate only in the films. How we can create photo from the different presentation. They posted in different levels. You can see how the audience will prefer, how many audience they are able to gain. They experimented. You can see that one. This is the web blog from the one of the producers from the Netflix. Then they seen how the customers are creating. They created one hypothesis also, which thing customers used to like. Number of Netflix posters are given. It depends upon the age also. If you are seeing the image, you will see a different image. I am able to see in a different manner. See that one. The Netflix used to create more number of images, and according to the customer requirements, they used to send. Why I am telling, in those days, based upon the face of the customer, the sellers will change. You might have seen face is the index of the mind. Same thing now, in case of generation change, you are using computers, Netflix is using same thing in a technological one. By seeing the reactions of the kid, how we can change. If a kid switch on that one, directly it will come. How they will know kid is using? I don't know. They are telling some um, new technologies in artificial intelligence. They are telling, and they are saying augmented reality. I think you people know that one. With the help of technology, now it is very easy to find out the A/B test and find out which product is usable. Netflix is using that one clearly based upon the images seen by others. We assume that Netflix is not seeing anything. They are judging about us. Well, if one Netflix image is not good, immediately you can see within 1 hour they will change. They are having a minimum viable product according to the taste of the customers. That is the plus point in case of Netflix A/B testing. Likewise, ad campaigns that we have discussed, the ad campaigns. Different types of ads will be given. And based upon this feedback, you are able to find out which ad campaign is going well. That is the traditional method, even they are using. Likewise, now we are having some of the fundraising platform. You can find out through these fundraising platform whether your product is viable. Fundraising platform means there are some platforms for you. If you want to do your business, these people will say clearly which product will move or don't move. You can see some of the examples here. Yeah. This and one platform called Indiegogo. They are using the method of the testing. How they are testing that one? If you enter into this crowdfunding platform, they given previously how many ventures are coming with new product, what are all the products are acceptable by the customers. They used to give in the form. You can see this one. Here they are given popular projects which are received huge funding. Popular projects means these projects are easily acceptable. They mention some of the product, Medicare product, a short film. They received huge funding from the organization. You can put your product here if funding agencies are ready to give you funding for manufacture. It means that your product is minimum viable product. See that one, funding is given here. Some of the products created by the new startups, they are given the funding. You can see that one of the organization healing research outpost, they put their product and they are going to raise 335 US dollar, also very less amount. So that means the product is not viable. 58 days left means still another 58 days is there. Within that one, if they get good funding, then their product is satisfied. Another organization, you can see that one, they are having the another platform. They received 75,390. Of course, good one. They are golden gaze. That is the product from their startups. They are going to receive around 75,390. It means that this product is moving well. Based upon that, you can see whether our product is move or not. Minimum viable product. Once upon a time, it is based upon the psychology. Here they introduced one product, MedWare. For this only 49, sorry, 4,92,412 good funding. So it means that out of these three, this product is having acceptance from the customer. That is how nowadays they used to find out minimum viable product. So why you are studying? This really is something new. You must understand. If you want to survive in the market, you must know. Likewise, videos, very important thing. You can post your videos of your product and find out whether it is moving successfully or not. That is also very important thing. That is why I used to tell. Now itself you can create very good LinkedIn. Your name should come immediately. You have to create a very good LinkedIn page. Even you can convert your present LinkedIn. You have to brand yourself. Then only you are able to easily identify all these minimum viable product. Once again, the toothbrush example I have shown how these people identify that one. This is from the another product. I think we have discussed this one, electric toothbrush. So today's class is full of toothbrush. Electric toothbrush, how they identify the minimum viable product, not in India, but in European countries. How they find out that one. See that one. They find out no bamboo toothbrush or not organic toothbrush. You can go for an electric toothbrush. Whether it is acceptable based upon the views. You can see that one. How many views they used to find out. Even 128% rejected, 1.2 thousand only accepted. Then it is also not good. The customers are reluctant to change here also. That is how the new products are able to be identified. So, dear students, based upon our discussion, you must know what is minimum viable product. It is only for the theoretical purpose. You have to know. So, my question to this hour, what type of minimum viable product test you will go for your product? We have discussed traditional thing, Horlicks we have discussed, Kia Sonnet we have discussed, But nowadays, what these people are doing, they are creating A/B testing, and they are creating a nice web page, and these web pages are designed and landing pages. Based upon that, they are deciding the type of test. So my question is, for your dream product, what type of minimum viable product test you will go? That means you must know how your product will be acceptable, how you can test. Even you can go for testing in the fairs. You can, in palace grounds, there are a number of fairs will be going on. You can go there and test whether the customers are able to accept. That is also thing. So psychology students, it is different. For biotechnology students, it may be different. Based upon your core expertise, you can suggest what type of minimum viable test you can go. Okay. With this, we will conclude today's class. We'll see in the next class with a different case study. So Thursday, as usual, second hour will be the case study. I expect almost all the students to participate. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Bye.
Thank you
Thank you,
so much.
sir.
Mm.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.